Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to another video of Ivan's Wheels. Here we are today at Alcon Hyundai and I'm gonna give you a walk around of the Hyundai Venue N-Line. So a brief overview. Last year, Hyundai launched the N-Line variant of the i20 hatchback. The aim was to deliver a sportier driving experience and more aggressive looks compared to the standard car. And that the i20 N-Line delivered. Fast forward a year and Hyundai's sub 4 meter compact SUV, the Venue, gets the N-Line treatment. And that makes it one of the few cars in its segment to focus on driver engagement. Let's start off with the exterior design. So the Venue N-Line gets cosmetic changes compared to the standard car. So let's start off with the changes at the front. So first, you get a new grille with some blacked out elements. Here is how the standard Venue grille looks, and this is the N-Lines. Then you have the N-Line badge on the left and a lot of red accents throughout the interior and exterior, which I'll show you. First one is here on the new bumper. So the bumper is redesigned and so are the skid plates below. Now at the side you get 16-inch N-design alloy wheels. So the rims have been redesigned as well and now they look much sportier. Tire size is 215/60 R16. Get a red accent on the front wheel arch here, N-Line badge on the fender and these red and black accents lower down on the doors. Also get a blacked out door mirror and blacked out roof rails with red accents. Rest of the side remains the same as the standard Venue, which means it's well proportioned and neatly designed. Now it's a nice looking back on the Venue N-Line here. So you get this nice black light bar which runs the entire length of the car, then Venue badging, and specific to the N-Line you get the N-Line badge on the right side here. Then you get redesigned bumpers at the rear as well, and then the dual tip exhaust pipes, which are one of the main visual differentiators between the standard Venue and the Venue N-Line, and they sound quite good as well. Take a listen from the exhaust note of the i20 N-Line, which uses the same powertrain. Boot capacity of the Venue is 350 liters, which is pretty good for a car of this segment. You also get a nice recessed handle here, which makes it easier to close the boot. Now we are at the interior of the Hyundai Venue N-Line. So first thing you notice is the Venue N-Line has an all black with red accents theme, and that really ups the sport feeling in the Venue. Now let's start off with the seats. They're nice units, wide and supportive, and this time they're in leatherette. The standard Venue does not get leatherette seats. Then they also are power adjustable, however they do miss out on ventilation function, a feature which is really useful in our conditions. Then you have a 3-spoke steering wheel, again only for the N-Line. You have this nice N badge at the bottom, and you have paddle shifters at the back, which will be useful when you're driving on your favorite twisty road, especially considering that the Venue N-Line does not get a manual gearbox. You also have all your usual functions on your steering wheel, like a voice controls, cruise control, volume functions, all that. Also get this nice red stitching here. I'll put a close-up of that. Then you have a digital instrument cluster. Coming to the center, you get an 8-inch infotainment touchscreen system. Now it's a good unit, easy, good UI, easy to use. However, when it comes to features like the map, it's not the most responsive of units. You do notice a slight lag when you're using it. At the side you have 2 aircon vents and then a whole array of buttons here, which is good as even for the volume you have buttons, so you don't have to fumble with a touchscreen every single time you want to change some basic functions. Below that you have these nice chunky aircon knob vents. That's also really nice. and I love the way it has red accents all around. It makes it feel quite special. Below that, you have a wireless phone charger, a USB A type port, C type port, 12-volt socket, so your charging needs are well looked after. Then you have a new gear lever here specific to the N line, which has an N badge at the top and it has red accents on it. Below that, it is a drive mode selector, again with a red accent. I really love how they've executed all the red accents so well on this car. So you have all the driving modes like Eco, Normal, Sport. The cabin is decently practical as well. You get a nice and well-sized glove box here. This nice recess where you could keep your phone, keys, anything like that. Two decently sized cup holders and a center armrest with storage. Build quality is good as well. You have these nice, there's this rubber like finish on the dashboard which does feel nice. Then the leatherette does up the premium quotient, and the plastic quality generally is decent. You won't really find a lot of cheap plastic on the interior. Now we are at the back seat of the Hyundai Venue N-Line. So the front seat is set to such a position that's comfortable for me. I'm almost 5'6" and I have a decent amount of knee room. As you can see, the front of the back seat has been scooped out, and speaking about scooping out, so has the roof here. So that liberates a lot more headroom and some more amount of knee room. Foot space isn't a problem, and you can fit 3, but considering this is a compact SUV and considering its dimensions, the middle passenger won't have a lot of space because the Venue isn't really a wide car. The space overall at the back is decent, you can do with it, but there are cars in the segment which are more spacious at the back. Then you have a nice center armrest with 2 cup holders here, and both the sides get adjustable headrest, but the middle passenger does not. You also get 2 aircon vents and 2 USB C-type ports. Now let's check out the drivetrain options of the Hyundai Venue N-Line. So the N-Line gets just one engine and gearbox option, which is the 1-litre 3-cylinder turbo petrol engine mated with a 7-speed DCT transmission. It produces 120 horsepower and 172 Nm of torque. The mileage figure stands at 20.2 kilometers per litre. As for the safety features, the Venue N-Line gets 6 airbags, ABS with EBD, ESC, hill stall control, hill start assist, ISOFIX child seat mounts and a tire pressure monitor. The price of the Venue N-Line ranges from 12.16 to 13.3 lakh rupees ex-showroom India. My final verdict. The Hyundai Venue N-Line was always a great car in its segment. It was practical, it had good features and a nice set of engines. With the N-Line variant, it's also more fun to drive, which makes it a great choice in the sub 20 lakh segment for enthusiasts. If you like this video, please don't forget to smash the thumbs up button, subscribe to my channel and click on the bell icon to never miss any of my new uploads. Follow me on Instagram at Vivans_wheels to get all the latest updates in the automotive world and also on my new videos.